Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're actually going to be reviewing some products, trying products out for the first or second time, because I did record this video once before and I just couldn't upload it. I did not like it, so we're gonna redo it and I'm going to give you my honest thoughts. I can walk you through my thoughts the first time I used everything, and here we go. First off, we're going to start with our skincare, which I've already done, but I will say prep is super important and the summer can be kind of tricky. I like to keep my skincare in the summer pretty simple and like year round pretty simple, but let's just go through like the process of prepping the skin before putting on our makeup. So the first step that I do is I actually use Cetaphil. Use the combination, like the normal to oily skin, I think. Yeah, I think that's the one I use. Yeah. And then I go in with this antioxidant facial serum from Trader Joe's. You get 1 fluid ounce. It's like $8, I think. In the store, online it's a bit more because you can get it off of Amazon. And you just cleanse and apply it to a dry face. Now I kind of take this a little bit further and I do this when my skin is still like supple and kind of damp, in terms of like you got out of the shower or you just washed your face and it's dry. This isn't the kind of like step you want to do like when 5 minutes after you've washed your face you let it dry and it's like really dry. I mean, you can do that, but I feel like there needs to be a little bit of dampness to help prep the skin a little bit more. So after I put this on, I do about 2 pumps of this on my face and neck. And then I go in with the Nivea, I don't know if you can see it, the Nivea Soft Cream. Now I have the blue jar and this one works best for me because I applied this to my neck and I broke out a rash. So I really prefer the blue bottle for like hands and under eye. This works so well and I'm obsessed with it. So I use this and then I go in with a sunscreen. Now I normally opt for the Paula's Choice SPF 50. It's in the purple container, the purple bottle, but I often forget to order it. So when I'm in Target, I'm like, oh yeah, I can just pick this up, and I love this just as much. It's the Eucerin Age Defense SPF 50 with hyaluronic acid. Now they do have one that has hyperpigmentation. That one runs for about $35. This one runs for about $15, and I believe you can get that off of their website. So to start this video, I've already prepped my skin, obviously, but it has been a few hours, so I do need to reapply my sunscreen because, fun fact, I have some goodies to go over. I pick up these e.l.f. bronzing drops that have been making their rounds on social media. I have to see an item in the store before I'm purchasing it if it's drugstore, because I literally feel like everything is just, there's so many things to like ingest for makeup, and I don't want to be doing that to myself because I feel overwhelmed by that, and it's just not how I process makeup on the daily. I like to like get to know products. I like to have my favorite products. I like to reach for the same thing to kind of just get a feel for it. And I don't feel like you can honestly have an opinion on things. At least I can't until I've like actually tried things out. Now I love to do first impressions, so we'll do those, but I've actually tried this before when I filmed the video the first time, and I was excited about it at first and then I was underwhelmed, and I'm going to explain why. Here, let's just get into it. Let's just do it. So to use this product, you need to apply it to a moisturizer. e.l.f. obviously for their marketing is like, use an e.l.f. moisturizer. Now I do have an e.l.f. moisturizer, but I don't love my e.l.f. moisturizer because I have combination oily skin. I think it's probably better for like younger skin. So I'm in my 30s, so we're not doing that right now. Applying about this much. I don't know if you can even see. Just gonna rub our hands together. So it looks like this. Now I got the pure gold solution, and I really like the tone, but one thing that I did notice when it dries down, if you're just gonna wear this on its own, I kind of do think it emphasizes texture, which was kind of my main issue with it the first time that I tried it on. It kind of settles into the skin a little bit weird, but it is a beautiful sheen. it does have nourishing ingredients in there, but I did watch somebody who said that it also has ingredients that can activate like acne. So this might not be something if you're acne prone that you want to try, but yes, this is a few minutes on my skin and I think it does look really pretty. It's just it might not be for everyone. These are supposed to be the Drug Elephant like dupe, so if you're looking for that, I think this runs for $12. So now that our skin is prepped and we have our bronzing drops on, you're gonna actually go in with this Thread Face It complexion stick. This is in light tan neutral. This is actually a black owned business that is in Target, so that's exciting. I've used this once before and I was so impressed with it. I haven't really used it a lot because I've been like doing a lot of other makeup on this channel, but this is supposed to be like a pretty good formula that is similar to Patrick Ta's formula. Now I don't know which one was on the market first, so this could have been on the market for a while and I just like didn't know, but I have gotten some sun, so I don't know. This was like before summer started, so I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but I really like the formulation. It's I would say medium to full coverage. It's in stick form, but it kind of dries down like a powder. I believe this was $15, so not a bad price for the product. Beauty blender to sort of get any excess off. Just kind of blend that in. I googled like a Patrick Ta dupe and this product came up, so I had to try it. Okay, so now that we have used our Thread Face It stick, we are going to go in with products that I got from Ulta. I have never I've tried this before, it's my favorite, but let's try this formula. I've never tried this. This is from Essence. I got it in Golden Tan. And also because it's like close to my skin color. So if you want to like keep it really close to your skin color and not do a lot of like highlighting or brightening and you want it to look more natural, this is a really good hack. We're just gonna blend. This is a really good time to probably powder. Powder that I've been using, I've been testing for about a month, and it is not great for somebody with combination oily skin. So here is my base. And now we are going to go in with this Brighten Up. Now I've been using pressed powder and I've been using loose powder. And my favorite loose powder, the one that's working the best for me, is the Huda Beauty. Like just all over and kind of just letting it sink in. This may look excessive, but I feel like the result is always better. So if you're gonna use this and you have a combination oily skin, which means like an oily T-zone, I would say go crazy with the powder in the areas that you're not trying to like get shiny in, and just kind of let it sit and then brush it off at the end. So I got the Buttermelt Bronzer from NYX. I was very excited about this. It's the shade Butter Than You. It's gorgeous. But when I made the video the first time, I couldn't figure out, because I had washed my brushes and I was like, what's going on? Why does this look pink on me? So this is the formula. It's beautiful, but it's very, like, there's a lot of red undertone going on. That's like a running theme for all of these, but it definitely looked crazy on me. It looked like I had just put blush all over my face, even though it's a bronzer, and I was like, that's crazy. So I picked up this one, which is the Butter Biscuit. It looks like this. So let me just see. So that's what this one, that's what Butter Biscuit looks like. And I feel like this is gonna work a lot better on me. I just have a feeling. All right. So if anybody was wondering what the consistency feels like, it blends really nicely. It's like a powder. A little bit goes a long way, as you can see. You don't need a lot of it, but I am a neutral with a cool undertone, and these run a bit warm for me, like to the point that I'm like, so if you're neutral or cool, you might not love this formula. Look at it, it does have a red, like purpley undertone, and that's perfect for people who have darker complexions. Like this works for that, and that's why I'm not complaining. This is not made for me. But I will say, if you did pick this up and you find that it's not your best color, I love using this as an eyeshadow, and let me show you. Like a little bit goes a long way, but I just use this as like the base, buffing it out. It's really pretty color, like all over the lid. I've just really been loving it for that. It's like high saturation. It's just really pretty. I put a little more on than I would usually enjoy, so I will just kind of smooth it out with my fingers. But I really do like it. I think it's really pretty. I had this for a while, but this is the LA Girl, the Nudest palette, and it looks like this, and it's super pretty and works so nicely. Like the swatches on this are so good. Like, look at that. These are really good, high pigmented colors, and I think I bought it for under $10, which is wild, let me tell you. So yeah, we are going to go in with this taupey glitter shade. So rub that on the lid. Go in with this one next to it. I'll just blend that out here in a second. Do like a smoky, a lot more than I had anticipated. It was a heavier eye look than I was going for, but anytime I feel like I go a little overboard, I just kind of tone it down with my fingers. I'm just gonna to tone that down. I'm just gonna take some white into this area. Going with this flat brush right here and take the darkest brown shade and run it along the bottom lash line. So here's what we're looking at right now. I did pick something up that I want to try. Picked up this LA Girl Glitterholic topper because I love a glitter topper, and I just find them to be very fun. It does feel very granulated, so it goes on like this, so I'm a little bit concerned for myself, and it's kind of like purpley. Okay, there's a lot of fallout, but it does add like a really cute like galaxy summery, like it's almost like purple, I would say. So if you have brown eyes, purple is really good for brown eyes. That meme of that little girl, and she's like in the car seat or whatever, and she's like a unicorn party and she's exhausted. I feel like that is this eye look. This is the e.l.f. Liner. It's my favorite. I feel like liquid liner is so hit or miss and touchy, and I've been doing this liquid liner, I don't know how long this product's been out, but like liquid liner for probably 20 years. Have found the best results when I pray before I do my liner. I'm not kidding. That's a silly thing, I know, but whatever. Is it silly? Maybe not. Okay, the next step is eyeliner. I picked this Panorama Voluminous Lash Up from L'Oreal Paris. And I bought it because it's supposed to be like telescopic, which is my favorite. But it's supposed to be like a better version of telescopic, like a different but better. And I used it in the last video, and listen, I thought it actually was the same. The brush is different. Telescopics is like a different brush, but this to me is the same thing, and you can fight me but it just, to me, it's the same. I don't see a difference at all, except in the price and the packaging. It's, so if you have telescopic, you have Panorama, in my opinion. And if you have Panorama, you have telescopic, but you paid $1 more. The power of marketing and changing just a slight thing like the brush. I think that this clumps like a little bit more than the telescopic. I just got mascara. I don't want it. So you take the spoolie when it dries. So we're just gonna let that sit here on my face for a second and I'll spoolie that off. I'm not gonna do the lower lashes because I can't be bothered. I'm just going to press the product in a bit more, just so that it lays on the skin in a way that feels comfortable to me personally. Let's take this spoolie and get, so next, I'm very excited. I picked up not one because of my first disaster. I got the Buttermelt Blushes. Now I got them in 2 shades. I got them in Getting Butter, or My Butter Half. So I feel like this one will match kind of like the eye vibe we have. But I will go ahead and do a swatch of both because who would I be? Oh, that's so pretty. Like, are we okay? This is what it looks like in the pan. So pretty. She gorgeous. And I'm assuming these are gonna make amazing eyeshadows as well. One is Getting Butter. Like, what? That was just one dip in the pan with like this. This is the Butter Half. This is like the purpley, pink, everything that I want in a blush. She is so blendable. She's giving life to the face. I love. Okay, yes, this product, so nice. I'm not done. I'm doing more. And look at that sheen. Like, that might have been a little overkill, but I want to give you like a full experience of what this shade actually is capable of. My skin actually eats makeup, so this is perfect. When I said blushaholic, I was not kidding. So this blush though, like look at the shine. Look at that. That's without highlighter. That's without highlighter. It's just doing it on its own. It's strobing on its own. It's a stroby experience. Speaking of, they're using Colorpop's light stick in Sunlight for highlight. You can just sort of do a bit of that, do a bit of that, do a bit of that, do a bit of that. If I didn't know any better, I'm just gonna rub it in with my fingers or dab it in with my fingers. I would say this is, quite honestly, if you were an 80s, like late 80s baby, I don't know, this just reminds me of like Rainbow Bright makeup, cartoonish, but like also everyday. I don't know. So now I'm going to powder again because I can already see the problem. I put, here, we're gonna use my beauty blender. I think that's gonna deposit a better, we're gonna let that sit while I do my brows. Okay, we're gonna do brows. Use this all the time. It's like my favorite because it's got color loaded. It's like very minimal effort. We're gonna do our lips. I'm gonna go in with Maybelline's Fine Line Lip Lifter Liner. It's my new favorite thing. Needs to be sharpened. That's okay. Oops. To go in with this, it's like a balm. This is from L'Oreal and it's, what shade is this? Rose Mirage, and it's like literally just, that was bad. Like, it literally goes on like this, like clear, right? It's just a really cute like pink color. Like that. Gloss. This is their Extreme Shine Gloss. Blend that powder. Okay, so now we're gonna use setting spray. It's my Milani Make It Last. And let's take these clips out. I don't think I'm gonna do videos with these. They're very long. Get in my face. The one thing I will say is that if you have texture on your chin, like maybe not my favorite foundation for that. You can kind of see it's not as smooth, but not bad. This is the final look. I'm actually kind of obsessed with it in terms of like the blush. My final thoughts on the products that I used. So the newest product, well actually most of all of them are new, especially new to the channel because I have not done a video with any of these products before. So the Thread Face It, I really like it. I feel like I used a little bit too much today, but a light layer of this is my favorite in terms of how the product works, how it wears. It's really beautiful, especially like when it like emulsifies. I'm a big fan of this. I think for $14 you're getting a very good product. I don't know, maybe I won't rate this yet because yeah, I just won't rate this yet, but like on the chin especially, I just feel like that's where I'm seeing the issue. I don't know, but in terms of like, it kind of reminds me of Fenty, the matte, when I would mix the matte and the dewy together. So maybe it's not terrible. I think it needs to emulsify a little bit more and I'll have like a better opinion. So maybe I just won't have an opinion on it right now. Okay, that's fair. This, I think it's a nice formula, but I prefer Telescopic from L'Oreal. So this is supposed to be the upgrade. I don't know, I just think Telescopic is where I'm gonna be staying. The next product is this light stick from Colorpop. 10 out of 10. I really like it. It's really just got a good consistency and I don't know, it's so pretty. I got this in the shade Sunlight and it's just really, really pretty. I kind of love it. Now, as far as this Essence Keep Me Covered concealer goes, we're gonna have to wait on an opinion on this. I don't know yet. A little powdery. Like it's kind of peeling a little bit, so I don't know if you can see. So I don't know about that. We'll have to work on that. So those are products that I will have to come back to that I'm like unsure about. Now, the bronzing drops from e.l.f. I feel like if you were interested in Drunk Elephant and you don't want to spend the like $38, this is a great option. However, Drunk Elephant's solution is the best in terms of like skincare. This has products that are going to possibly not work for people who have very sensitive skin or acne prone. So if you're acne prone, please stay away from this product. Or try it out, do whatever. But I think you'll probably want to invest your money in the Drunk Elephant version if you have acne prone skin, which sucks, I know, but that's where I will leave that. Let's talk about these Buttermelt Bronzers. I find the formula to be beautiful. It's like a powdery, creamy formulation. However, it does run warm. So if you're cool toned or neutral, if you're neutral, you can get away with it. If you're neutral cool, it's a little jarring. These are great for I would even say these are kind of expensive. They're $12 each. I believe Buttermelt Blushes are $12. It's not like a cheap bronzer and it doesn't feel like a cheap bronzer, so that's lovely. But if you're on the fence and you run cool, you might not love it because it might just make you go, what's wrong with it? I wish they had more shade selection, more undertones that they had considered. It's a little too warm for me, but I do love them, and especially love it as eyeshadow. These are great. Buttermelt Blushes. I used this one, the my Butter Half, and I just feel like it is so pretty and it formulates so nicely, and there's a nice strobe to it. And like, that's everything that I want from a blush as a blushaholic. This is like giving everything that I'm looking for, and I was excited to try these and they did not disappoint. So I would definitely put your money in the blushes over the bronzers, but it's up to you. What else did I use? The LA Girl Halo Glam in the color, I don't even think it has a color. I think you get what you pay for with this. I think it's pretty. It's a little granulated, a little rough, so it is something that you're not going to want to like drag on your skin. It's something you're going to want to pat into your skin, but it is really pretty, and I think it was like $5. So if you're interested, it's not a bad choice, but I think there might be better on the market that are not as scratchy. Essence Brighten Up. I've been using this for a month or so. It's supposed to be a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. I've never used a Charlotte Tilbury powder, so I cannot tell you if it's comparable or not. But if it is comparable, it makes me not want to buy the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Honestly, and it is Essence, so this was like $5. But if maybe you run a little bit dry, this is probably better for you. But if you're combination oily in the T-zone, this might not be it. But if you do a lot of prep in terms of like putting it into your lines or whatever, I think it could work nicely. I would give it 5 out of 10 for me personally, just because of my T-zone. Yeah. This, I've talked about this before, this liner from Maybelline, the Lifter liner in Fine Line. Give me a lipstick in this, please. They don't have one that matches, but if they could create one, I would love it. I love the pencil. I think it's one of the best I've ever used in terms of like high-end and drugstore. This feels very quality. This feels very high-end. I love it. I did repurchase because I bought them like last August, so I got this one, which was Purple Rain, and I'm wearing it now along with other products, and I really do love it. This L'Oreal Glow Paradise Rose Mirage lip gloss stick situation, and I really like it. I actually forgot that I had it. It was in my purse. I bought it like 3 months ago, and it's just such a cute thing to have on your lips when you don't want to wear anything, but like it has a little bit of color. It's really nice for like the no makeup looks. So yeah, those are all of the new products that I've just reviewed. I feel like the video right now is 1 hour and 3 minutes. So I've been sitting here for a minute. I really do like this look. We'll see how it holds up. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you were on the fence about getting the e.l.f. drops or the NYX Butter Bronzer or Buttermelt Blushes, I hope that I kind of showed you what the products look like. And if you hadn't heard of this thread, Face It Complexion Stick, I hope that you give it a shot. It's pretty nice. So yeah, I will see you in the next video.